good? Rob Mob. Today we're going to be going over a lesson 10 problem. This is number 4 in your homework for 2019 7th graders. If this is not syncing up with your grade, that's okay. Just follow along the best you can. Marley turned part of her yard into a patio. The patio decreased the length of her yard by 15% and decreased the width of her yard by 20%. The area of her yard is now 204 square yards. What is the area of her patio? Okay, so now the way I like to visualize this problem, I like to draw one diagram to represent her entire yard, right? And this yard has a length, and this yard has a width, both of which we don't know, right? And so now a patio has been built on top of the yard. So this kind of shaded box in right here, that is the patio, and so we know that the patio decreased the length of her yard by 15%. So I'm going to put a new marker right here, and this is going to be 15% off of our yard, so we know it is 85% of our length left. And now 20% is decreased on the width of the yard. So here we have 0.80 W for width. So these are our measurements for what is left of the yard. So as we know, area equals length times width. So for right down here, we have the area of the yard. Okay, so we have, if we just plug in, we know that the length is 0.85 L times a width of 0.80 W. And that will equal our area, which we know is 204 square yards. All right, so now we are going to multiply these two together, and what you end up with is 0.85 times 0.8, which gives you 0.68 LW equals 204. And as we know, as we proved up here, area is length times width, so we're just going to rewrite this. 0.68 length times width is area, I'm going to label that A, equals 204. Now, once we get to this step, as you can clearly see here, this is the area that we have left of our yard, and it represents 0.68, 68% of our area, right? So now, we could do a ratio table. Here we're going to put yards squared, and here we're going to put percentage of total yard. Remember to label your ratio table properly and concisely. So yards, we have 204, represents 68% of total yards. All right? So now, if you can't see this clearly, that's okay. You should be trying to find any numbers that go in. I know that I can divide both sides by 68. So 68 divided by 68, that just gives me 1, and 204 divided by 68 is going to give me 3. Now I'm trying to get that 100%, I'm trying to find the total of the entire yard, and so what I end up getting is multiply by 100, and then multiply by 100, and we are going to get 300 over here. Now if you see here, this answer we got right here, that is not our patio area, that is our total area. So what we have to do in our final step, we have to just take our total area, total yard area, and then we have to minus out the part that we know is the remaining yard after the patio. And what we are left with is our patio area, which is going to be that 96. All right, Rob Mob out.